Welcome, dear listener, to a journey through time and myth. Before we delve into the tale of Cronus, let us take a moment to relax and prepare our minds for the story that awaits. Find a comfortable place, perhaps in your favorite chair or nestled in your bed. Let your body settle into the space around you, feeling supported and at ease. Close your eyes gently and take a deep, slow breath. Inhale tranquility. Exhale any tension or worries. With each breath, feel yourself drifting deeper into a state of calm and peace. As you continue to breathe deeply and evenly, let's embark on a journey of relaxation, starting at the very top of your head. Imagine a wave of serenity slowly descending from your scalp, easing and softening every muscle it touches. Feel this wave of relaxation as it moves down over your forehead, smoothing out any lines of thought or concern. Let this soothing sensation glide over your eyes, easing them into restful stillness. Feel the muscles around your eyes and cheeks relax as this wave of comfort continues to cascade gently down your face. As it reaches your jaw, allow it to unclench and relax, releasing any tension held there. Now, feel this wave of tranquility travel down your neck and shoulders. Sense the weight of the world lifting off your shoulders, leaving you feeling light and serene. Let this peaceful feeling flow down your arms, all the way to the tips of your fingers, relaxing each muscle along the way. As your body becomes more and more relaxed, picture yourself in a lush, ancient forest at twilight. The trees around you are tall and wise, their leaves whispering ancient secrets. The sky above is a canvas of deepening blues and purples, the first stars of the night beginning to twinkle in the heavens. In this magical forest, you find a clear, serene pool of water, reflecting the early stars of the evening sky. The air is calm, filled with a sense of anticipation, as if the trees themselves are waiting to hear the story of Cronus. Feel the connection to this ancient world, the time of gods and titans, of celestial battles and epic sagas. As you stand by the serene pool, you are not just a listener, but a witness to the unfolding story. Now, as your body rests and your mind wanders through this mystical forest, let us begin our tale, a story not just heard, but experienced. A story of power, destiny, and the turning tides of time. Part 1. Introduction and Cronus's early life. In the vast, ever-spinning tapestry of time, we find stories of power, betrayal, and change. Our tale today is one such saga, etched into the annals of mythology, the tale of Cronus, a throne overthrown. Join me as we unravel this ancient story, a tale as old as time itself. In an age when the earth was young and the heavens uncharted, there reigned a being of immense power and grandeur, Uranus, the sky. He and Gaia, the earth, existed in a perpetual embrace, their union giving birth to the first generation of titans. Among these titans was Cronus, the youngest and, as fate would decree, the most ambitious. Cronus, whose very name whispered hints of time and eternity, was born amidst his siblings, each embodying the raw and untamed forces of nature. Yet, even from his earliest moments, Cronus was set apart, marked by destiny for greatness and turmoil. Picture a world where the land was still finding its form, where the sky stretched boundless, a canvas for the stars yet to be painted. In this primal world, Cronus grew, his mind as vast as the heavens, his ambitions as deep as the roots of the earth. But beneath this facade of celestial order, a storm was brewing. Uranus, the Sky Father, beheld his children with fear and loathing. Prophecies had reached his ears, whispers of a future where he would be dethroned by his own blood. In a desperate bid to prevent this fate, Uranus imprisoned his children within the depths of Gaia, the earth, causing her unimaginable pain. Gaia, anguished and distraught, could bear it no longer. She called upon her children to rise against their tyrant father, to end her suffering and claim their rightful place in the cosmos. It was Cronus who answered her call. In the dead of night, when the world was shrouded in darkness, Gaia presented Cronus with a weapon, a great, jagged sickle forged from the heart of the earth. Armed with this sickle, Cronus lay in wait, his heart pounding with a mix of fear and resolve. As Uranus descended to embrace Gaia, Cronus struck. With a mighty heave, he severed Uranus from his dominion, casting him away from the earth. This act, both heroic and horrific, echoed through the cosmos, a deed that would forever change the course of history. The throne of the sky lay empty, the balance of power shifted. Cronus emerged victorious, but not without cost. The severed parts of Uranus gave rise to new beings, the Furies, avengers of patricide, and Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty, born from the sea foam. Cronus, now king of the Titans, took his sister Rhea as his queen. Together, they reigned over the earth, a new era dawning under their rule. Yet, the shadow of the prophecy lingered over Cronus, a constant reminder that power is often a precarious thing. Part 2. The Rise of Cronus. Under the starlit canopy of the ancient world, our tale unfolds further. In the wake of chaos and the reign of Uranus, a new chapter begins. The Rise of Cronus, a story of ambition, power, and the inevitable turn of destiny. The world was young, its landscapes untamed, governed by the whims of Uranus, the sky, who ruled with a fearful heart. He gazed upon his Titan children, not with love, but with dread, haunted by the prophecy that he would be overthrown by his own blood. Among these mighty Titans was Cronus, the youngest, marked by fate's hand. He watched as his brethren were cast into the dark depths of the earth by Uranus, their anguished cries echoing through the hollows of Gaia, their mother. Her pain and sorrow seeped into the soil, into the very roots of existence. Gaia, wounded and weary, could bear no more. She summoned Cronus, her last hope, and presented him with a harrowing choice. In her hands, a sickle made of adamant, gleaming under the moonlight, a tool of liberation and vengeance. Cronus, with a heart heavy with unspoken fears and unbidden ambition, accepted the sickle. He knew what must be done. It was a path that led to power, but was fraught with darkness. The night was silent as the plan was set into motion, a plan that would change the very fabric of the cosmos. As Uranus descended to embrace Gaia, as he had done since time's dawn, Cronus emerged from the shadows, the sickle gripped tightly in his hands. With a roar that shattered the silence of the night, Cronus struck. A single, swift motion that severed Uranus from his throne, casting him away from the earth. away from his realm. The sky trembled and the earth wept as Uranus was dethroned. From his severed essence came forth new entities, the Furies, embodying vengeance, and Aphrodite, a being of unparalleled beauty, born from the sea's foam. Cronus stood victorious, yet the air was thick with a sense of foreboding. He had freed his siblings, yes, but at what cost? The prophecy loomed over him, a shadow that would taint his triumph. As the new ruler, Cronus took Rhea as his queen. Together, they began their reign over the Titans and the world. It was a time of relative peace, a calm before the storm of change. Yet, within Cronus, a fear took root, the same fear that had consumed Uranus, the fear of the prophecy. As Cronus sat upon his newly won throne, he pondered his fate. Would he too be overthrown by his own children? The seeds of paranoia were sown, and with them, the beginning of the end of Cronus's reign. Part 3: The Reign of Cronus. In the epic where Titans ruled, where the tapestry of the world was yet being woven, there stood Cronus, the ruler of all he surveyed. His reign, though marked with the grandeur of the Titans, was a paradox of prosperity shadowed by inner turmoil. Imagine a realm where the mountains touched the heavens, where rivers whispered ancient secrets, and the forests teemed with unfathomable mysteries. This was the domain of Cronus, a world of awe-inspiring beauty and hidden depths of darkness. Cronus, once a symbol of hope against tyranny, now sat on his throne, his gaze ever distant, his mind ensnared by the prophecy of his downfall. The halls of his palace, magnificent and vast, echoed with silent whispers of unease. His court, a gathering of the mighty Titans, watched their king's transformation with a mix of reverence and apprehension. Rhea, his queen, moved through these halls like a gentle breeze. Her presence was a soothing balm to the growing tension, yet her heart was heavy with unspoken grief. Each child she bore was a ray of light, a beacon of potential greatness. Yet, with the birth of Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon, that light was snuffed out as Cronus, driven by fear, consumed them, seeking to thwart the prophecy. The palace, once a place of celebration, now bore witness to this cycle of birth and loss. Its walls, adorned with the finest tapestries and jewels, seemed to dim with each passing event. The laughter of the gods was replaced by a solemn quiet, a quiet that spoke volumes of the changing times. In the heart of Rhea, a plan was taking shape, a desperate yet bold plan to save her youngest, Zeus. With the wisdom of Gaia and the aid of the discreet nymphs, she secreted Zeus away to Crete, far from Cronus's paranoia-filled gaze. There, in the embrace of the island's nurturing nature, Zeus thrived, growing in strength and wisdom, unbeknownst to his father. Back in the palace, Cronus continued his reign, his eyes increasingly clouded with the dread of the prophecy. The feasts of the Titans, once grand events that celebrated the bounties of the earth and the skies, now had an air of restraint. The gods and goddesses dined, their conversations a cautious dance around their king's growing unease. Cronus, once a proud and fierce Titan, found his moments of solace gazing upon the lands he ruled. From the highest tower of his palace, he looked upon the world, the rolling hills, the bustling towns, and the tranquil seas. Yet, even these moments were fleeting, as the specter of the prophecy loomed ever closer. As Cronus wrestled with his fate, the world outside the palace walls continued its rhythm. The mortals, blissfully unaware of the celestial tensions, lived their lives, their days marked by the rising and setting of the sun, their nights a blanket of stars, a tapestry of stories yet to be told. Part 4. The Prophecy Unfolds. As the saga of gods and titans weaves onward, the chapter of The Prophecy Unfolds grows richer in its tapestry. In the world ruled by Cronus, a silent drama was in motion, one that would shape the very pillars of history. In the celestial halls of Cronus's reign, the air was thick with unspoken truths and hidden fears. Each decision, each movement of the mighty Titan was shadowed by the haunting prophecy. Cronus, once a figure of awe and respect, now paced the corridors of his palace like a caged creature, his thoughts ensnared by visions of his inevitable downfall. The majestic halls, adorned with relics of Titan victories and celebrations, stood as silent witnesses to the changing tide. The laughter and joy that once echoed through these grand spaces were replaced by a hushed, uneasy calm. Cronus's throne, a symbol of unchallenged authority, now seemed less a seat of power and more a throne of thorns, each moment upon it a reminder of his impending doom. Meanwhile, far from the lofty heights of power, on the Isle of Crete, young Zeus was coming of age. Under the tutelage of the wise Metis, and nurtured by the nurturing forces of nature, his inherent power and understanding of his destiny grew. Zeus, with eyes like the stormy sea and a heart burning with purpose, trained and planned for the day he would challenge the very foundations of his father's world. The nymphs and spirits of Crete, who had cared for him since his infancy, now watched in awe as this child of prophecy prepared to reclaim his heritage. They whispered tales of his destiny amongst the trees and streams, their voices carrying the promise of a new era. Back in the palace, Rhea watched her husband, her heart a tempest of sorrow and hope. She longed for the day when her children would be free, yet feared the impending conflict. Her nights were filled with dreams of a future where her family was reunited, a future where the cycle of fear and power was broken. In the mortal realm, omens of change were abound. The flight of birds, the patterns of the stars, and the whispers of the wind spoke of a looming confrontation. The people, though unaware of the specifics of this celestial drama, felt a shift in the air, a prelude to a storm that would reshape the world. As the prophecy continued to unfold, the pieces of destiny moved inexorably towards their fated alignment. The tension in the cosmos was like the quiet before the storm, a stillness that belied the turmoil to come. Part 5. Zeus's Ascendancy. As we delve deeper into Zeus's ascendancy, the fabric of our tale grows richer, woven with the strands of fate and burgeoning power. In the hidden corners of Crete, Zeus, the young god, was not just growing in stature. He was becoming a symbol of hope, a beacon for a new era. Each day, under the azure skies of the island, Zeus trained with the nymphs, mastering the arts of combat and strategy. His strength was not just physical, it was a force of will, a determination to right the wrongs of his father's reign. The very air around Zeus crackled with potential, with the promise of upheaval and change. In his heart, Zeus held the memories of his lost siblings, the knowledge of their unjust fate fueling his resolve. He practiced with the thunder and the wind, learning to harness their power, his command over these elements growing day by day. The nymphs watched in awe as Zeus conjured storms and calmed seas, his divine heritage manifesting in spectacular displays of power. Prometheus, the foresighted Titan, often visited Zeus in secret, bringing with him the wisdom of ages, insights that would be crucial in the impending battle. He spoke to Zeus of the dynamics of power, of the importance of allies, and the weaknesses of Cronus and the Titans. Together, they forged a plan, a strategy that would see the Olympians rise and the old order fall. As Zeus prepared, the world seemed to hold its breath. In the forests and the mountains, in the rivers and the seas, there was a sense of waiting, an anticipation of something momentous on the horizon. The creatures of the earth, both mortal and divine, felt the stirring of change, a shift in the cosmic balance. In his palace, Cronus grew ever more restless. The Titan king, once a figure of unshakable strength, now gazed upon his kingdom with eyes clouded by fear. His nights were haunted by dreams of downfall, and his days were filled with the paranoia of power slipping through his fingers. Meanwhile, Zeus, now fully grown and powerful, knew that the time for action was drawing near. He bade farewell to Crete, to the nymphs who had nurtured him, and to the land that had been his sanctuary. With the determination of a storm and the cunning of the wind, he set out from the island, his eyes set on the future, on a destiny that would reshape the world. Part 6. The Titanomachy. In the Titanomachy, the fabric of our epic tale is embroidered with more threads of conflict and valor. This battle, more than a mere clash of forces, was a struggle for the future of the cosmos, a defining moment in the legacy of gods and titans. As the Olympians and Titans faced each other on the battlefield, the air was charged with anticipation and the weight of destiny. The earth itself seemed to pause, the seas calmed, and the skies held their breath as the first blow was struck, igniting the battle. Zeus, in the vigor of his youth and strength, was a sight to behold. Clad in armor forged by the Cyclopes, he moved across the battlefield like a storm unleashed. His lightning bolts, each a masterpiece of divine craftsmanship, were hurled with precision and wrath, tearing through the ranks of the Titans. Cronus, the Titan king, responded with a fury born of desperation and power. His sickle, the instrument of his ascent to power, now became a weapon of war, arcing through the air with deadly intent. The clash of their weapons was not just physical, but symbolic, a battle between the old order and the emerging new. The other Olympians, each a formidable deity in their own right, engaged in their own fierce combats. Poseidon, wielding his trident, summoned the might of the oceans, while Hades, cloaked in shadows, struck with cunning and stealth. Hera, Demeter, and Hestia lent their own powers to the fray, a testament to their resolve and strength. Around them, the lesser gods and titans waged their own battles, the air filled with the sounds of conflict, the clash of metal, the roar of thunder, and the cries of combatants. The battlefield was a canvas of chaos and order, each stroke a line in the story being written. In the midst of this tumult, Prometheus, the bearer of foresight, moved with purpose. His role was more than a combatant. He was a strategist, turning the tides of battle with his wisdom and insights, ensuring that each move by the Olympians was a step towards victory. As the battle raged, the world beyond the battlefield felt the reverberations. In the mortal realm, temples shook, mountains trembled, and rivers changed course. The people, caught between awe and fear, prayed to the gods, their voices rising like a chorus to the heavens. This battle, the Titanomachy, was more than a mere event. It was a turning point, a pivotal chapter in the story of existence. It was a struggle that transcended the physical realm, a fight for ideals, for justice, and for the right to shape the future. Part 7, The New Order. As the dust of the Titanomachy settled, a new chapter began to unfold in the grand saga of the cosmos, the New Order. This era was marked not just by the victory of the Olympians, but by the profound transformations it brought to both heaven and earth. In the aftermath of the monumental battle, Zeus, the new sovereign of the gods, faced the daunting task of restructuring the cosmic order. The skies, once ruled by the unpredictable whims of Cronus, now echoed with the authoritative thunder of Zeus. His rule, however, was not one of tyranny, but of a balanced power, recognizing the strengths and domains of his fellow Olympians. The seas, once calm under the distant gaze of the Titans, now roared with the might of Poseidon. His trident, a symbol of his sovereignty, brought a new rhythm to the tides and waves, a harmony that resonated with the mariners and sea creatures alike. Hades, who had emerged from the shadows of the battle, took to the underworld, a realm needing a ruler of justice and order. His kingdom, hidden from the world of the living, became a place where souls could find solace and resolution, a necessary counterpart to the world above. Among the Olympians, Hera's wisdom shone brightly. As Zeus's queen, she brought a sense of unity and purpose to the new order. Her insights were crucial in the formation of the new laws and structures that would govern the gods and their interactions with mortals. Demeter, in her gentle grace, wandered through the fields and valleys, her touch bringing fertility and abundance. The earth, which had borne witness to the strife of gods, now flourished under her care, a testament to the nurturing spirit of the new era. In the hearth of every home, Hestia's presence was felt. Her flame, a symbol of the warmth and stability of the new order, flickered in every fire, a constant reminder of the peace and harmony that the Olympians sought to uphold. The Olympians, in their diverse strengths and virtues, brought a new dynamic to the cosmos. They interacted with the world of mortals not as distant rulers, but as patrons, guides, and sometimes challengers, each playing a role in the unfolding story of life. In the mortal realm, this new era was met with a mixture of awe and relief. Temples were erected in honor of the Olympians, their tales and deeds becoming the stuff of legend and worship. The people, once subjects of the capricious Titans, now found a new sense of order and purpose under the Olympian rule. Yet, the transition was not seamless. The remnants of the old order, loyal followers of the Titans, occasionally stirred, challenging the new regime. These conflicts, though minor compared to the Titanomachy, were a reminder of the ever-present undercurrents of power and dissent. As the Olympians navigated these challenges, the world began to find its balance. The new order, shaped by the lessons of the past and the hopes for the future, stood as a beacon of a new age. An age where gods and mortals would weave their stories together in a tapestry as intricate as it was eternal. In this renewed world, the legacy of Cronus and the Titans was not forgotten, but remembered as a crucial part of the cosmic journey. Their stories, now part of the rich tapestry of mythology, continue to echo through time, a reminder of the cycles of power and the relentless march of destiny. As you journey deeper into the realm of sleep, where dreams weave their tales in the quiet of the night, know that your subconscious mind is a powerful and peaceful sanctuary. In this serene place, the epic saga of gods and titans, of courage and change, becomes a gentle lullaby, echoing the rhythm of your deep, restful sleep. As you rest, embraced by the comforting arms of slumber, let these ancient stories nurture your dreams, filling them with strength, wisdom, and tranquility. In this peaceful sleep, your body and mind are rejuvenating. With every breath, with every moment, you are being replenished, healed, and revitalized. The challenges of the day have dissolved into the night, leaving you in a state of complete relaxation and well-being. As the night cradles you in its gentle embrace, your subconscious mind is absorbing the essence of our tale, the resilience, the hope, and the renewal that it represents. These themes, rich with ancient wisdom, are now a part of your inner strength, a quiet force that will guide you through life's journey. Sleep deeply, dear listener, in the knowledge that you are safe, protected, and deeply cared for. The world of dreams is a place of endless possibility, a realm where you can rest and rejuvenate, free from the worries of the waking world. And when the new day dawns, as it surely will, you will awaken feeling refreshed, vibrant, and ready to embrace the adventures that await. The morning will greet you with the promise of a new beginning, a fresh start filled with hope and potential. So, rest now in the deepest of sleeps and dream sweetly in the cradle of the night. May your slumber be peaceful, your dreams be joyful, and your awakening be bright and full of energy for the day ahead. Good night, and may the gentle whispers of the ancient world bring you a restful, healing sleep.